Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Alan Wake. We've escaped the clinic that Hartman had me locked at. So it turns out that there's something in the lake that any art that's created, it comes to life. So Hartman was trying to get me to finish my book so he could, so he could do something with the darkness. I don't have any pictures. We just had, me and Barry and I just had an accident. I've been thrown off. He's been thrown off the cliff. Oh, can't go that way. Now. Got a header. And I lost my gun, lost my torch. We're heading to the Anderson farm. And I remember, oh my goodness. No! Oh, that's a real pain. Oh, I can find it.
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
I don't know what is going on. Nightingale is really... I've done something, but he seems to be calling me by some other name. So it's almost like I'm not Alan Wake.
Omega-3 fatty acids are good for your heart.
Oh! Boy. I need to sprint, but I'm useless. Go, Alan, go! Whew. Made it. Alright, let's head to the next one. Oh shit, what was that?
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free. Okay. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
Alright, good. Got a gun.
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
Thank you, whoever that someone was.
The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before.
So the first time The first time I came across these... Whoa! These glowing things in the ground. I was like, oh, what's that? And it's like a bear trap. And it got me. It got me good. Alright, we're here. Ow!
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Hello? Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Please! What are you? No! Don't! I'm sorry!
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy who wrote this crap anyway.
Unfortunately it was me. I wrote the crap, sorry bud. Oh!
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape.
Yeah.
I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who will help me. I'll make it happen.
So there's a previous author that the darkness tried to use to escape. I don't know what happened to Tom Zane. Why? They are pets. Farm animals are lovely. Shotgun out for some reason.
Let me guess. Danny, huh? If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself.
Whoa.
But Barry was Barry.
There's a...
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The Sheriff's Department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old, slim and blonde with blue eyes. She may be lost in the woods, and it's possible she's been injured in a car accident. If you see her, please make sure you get her indoors and call the sheriff. It's bad weather to be caught out in, so if you see someone in the area who maybe looks a little confused, give them a hand, all right? This is Pat Main on KBF FM, hoping you're all safe and warm tonight.
Alright, so we're almost at the farm. What I'm going to do is we're going to leave this one here and we're going to pick Alan Wake back up next time. Great. A whole bunch of dudes. We're going to get in the car and... Ow! Get in the car! Alright, so guys, like always, thank you so much for coming to hang out with me today. I really do appreciate it. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on the next installment. On the next installment of Alan Wake. And we'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.